What's up, riders? Old Man Ronin here. Welcome back to the channel. Woohoo! It's a hot one today. Yeah, we're gonna be plus 90 degrees again for like the 8th or 9th day in a row. Yeah, it's a warm one, but you know what? It's always cool on the motorcycle. But I thought today we'd talk about moto camping, what we've got planned, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. So stay tuned. You know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, and I really recommend you do, we'll put the little follow button down there right now. But you've been seeing a lot of stuff I've been doing back at the secret campsites that I've got developed. In fact, I just finished on, well, today, this is a Saturday. This video will come out tomorrow for you guys. So what you're seeing is fresh and new videos. But what you're going to see is a new campsite I'm going to be taking you to that I call The Point. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a lot of stuff about that. In fact, I just finished the fire pit today, and we're going to run back over there. I had to go over with my Jeep as opposed to the motorcycle because I had to carry a bunch of rocks back in there. So not only did I get close to it, but then I had to hoof about maybe a half a mile back in to place the rocks for the fire ring. And now it gives me two areas that have really nice fire rings on, so we're pretty excited about that.
Few moments later,
we're going to take you back through some of these trails here to get to our campsite, and they're basically slow-mo and spider webs. That's one thing I got advantage of having this camera in front of me, because it's knocking out the spider webs so I don't get them in my face. Tell you, this bike just crawls through this stuff using that friction zone. Tell you, this is the perfect bike for this kind of dispersed style camping, you know, because you know you are going to drop it but you're not going to hurt it. Well, you can. I mean, you're going too fast, you can hurt it, you can dent stuff, but in reality this thing is just a beast. I love this bike, and it's one of the reasons I got it is its ruggedness, without question. And like I said, the whole plan for this year was, and before COVID and everything else, was to do the Trans-America Trail and some of the other trails. The shoulder injury kind of messed me up a little bit for this year, but I'll have that fixed this winter. But yeah, it's so pretty back in here. Now I've taken you to base camp, which is right over there, but we're not going there today. We're going to The Point. And The Point is the confluence of two ravines that they're active. They both are running water right now, and we haven't really had that much rain in the last couple of days. I thought maybe it was more of a dry wash, but it's not. It's running, and that makes me happy, because that's a place for possible water. If I ever am out here for an extended period of time that I need water, well, I've got a place I can gather water. And here's The Point. So let's get set up. I'll be right back. Well, let's dig out the Sport Near. I tell you, these things are well worth the money, guys. I'm telling you, the OEM aluminum panniers are. That's the way to go. I'm not kidding you. But we're going to dig out the old Sport Near camp chair. And if you guys have seen, I've got a video, and I'll put up on the card up there to show you where that video is. Go watch it, because that was when I first did the first impressions on this chair, and it is amazing. So we're going to go to the other camera and set it up. I thought I'd show you around a little bit before we start talking about the preliminaries, but this is the point. And the way we came in is right through there. And this is the one ravine that comes down. You'll see that big tree there. That thing's about 4 foot across, and you can walk across it if you've got bravery. And then the other ravine is on that side over there, and it comes down, and they meet at the confluence of the point right here, and then it goes down into another ravine. If you can see, I built some small benches out of some reclaimed stuff. I didn't cut any of this stuff down. This has already been cut, but there's a bench down here that I put right at the edge of the point, which is just a beautiful spot. And we get, man, I'll tell you, I'm getting a nice cool breeze right now, and this is one of the reasons I put it there. But you can kind of get an idea of what this particular campsite looks like. It's out in the middle of nowhere. The ravines, we've got deer and turkey and squirrel, and well, we've got a bobcat back here too as well. But and here's the other bench that I've got built. I showed you earlier. But the fire pit that I finished actually today is right here, and I used, you know, obviously just stuff that I found on the ground, and that way we didn't really disturb too much, other than making this clear area here on top of this point. And of course, that's the whole idea, is to have it for our own use. And man, again, here in the shade, it's like 92 degrees already, but here in the shade it is not. So I'm going to have a seat here for a second, dig into my Willie and Maxx pannier cooler, and get a bottle of water. I'll tell you. Now, one of the cool things about this seat, and you can see I'm kind of leaning back because I'm down in a hole too, but I can set the legs for any adjustment. Let me show you that real quick. I'll put the water up here for a second. What we can do is, since we're kind of uneven, we can raise the legs in the back. One of the reasons why I love this one is adjustable legs, and that way I'm actually a little bit more level, even on unlevel ground. So, hey, now that's better. If you notice, the fire ring there, or the fire pit, is small. It's only about 2.25 foot wide in diameter, I should say. And I built it that so I can put a small little grate across it to do some grilling on it if I want to, or hold the pans that I'm going to do. I carry carbon steel pans, and that usually goes in the duffel when I'm ready to do that. It'll go on top of the panniers because it is kind of big and kind of bulky, but I love cooking with it. Most of those camping, backpacking cook sets are garbage. I hate to tell you. But we're going to get into that too. We're going to show you what I bring along. But in reality, you know, you got to make it your own. It's just like your motorcycle. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe the Africa Twin's for you. Maybe this isn't for you, and maybe the new Meteor is for you. And you can camp in any of those motorcycles. It doesn't matter what it is. I love this Himalayan because I'm able to take it off on these really cool trails, and have plenty of ground clearance and plenty of power to get me to where I need to be. Because if you've seen when I was coming in, there's some kind of little dippy dops there, and this thing had the muscle to get in and out of it. But besides all the camping stuff, we're going to do some cooking as well too. And the cooking is going to be something that I'm going to teach you how to bring a lot of dry stuff. In other words, stuff that doesn't need refrigerated. And I think that sometimes is best when you're going on a long-term trip. Now, if you're going to a campsite and place like that where there's ice available, then you can do whatever you want to do. Bring a steak along, and we'll do some of that as well too. But the reality of it is, I want to show you how to survive out in the wild if you need to. Because, you know, it's something like beans and peas and black-eyed peas, and, you know, having the right spice mixes to make things enjoyable. It's one thing about just getting protein and getting carbohydrates into your body, but it's another thing enjoying it. And I think that's one of the things we're going to really talk about down the road, is how to make the average food enjoyable. On my food truck, you guys know, I got a reputation of being a pretty good saucier, and also having really high quality flavors in my food. as opposed to just, you know, the average burger, or the average hot dog, or the average this or that. We try to elevate everything, bringing my experience in fine dining into a food truck, and then also into camping as well too. There's a lot of shortcuts you can take, but there's also a lot of stuff that you can make it, you know, not just filling the hole, but enjoying it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this preview to what we're going to be doing in the next couple weeks. Look for one in 2 weeks. We're going to be turning one out. I want to wait till it cools down just a little bit more. I mean, like I said, today, in the last 8 days in a row, we've been plus 90. I don't mind doing it in the rain. I just don't want to do it when it's really super hot or really super cold, because nobody's having any fun. And that's what this channel's all about, is having fun. Well, if you enjoyed it, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, share, and comment. You know I read all the comments, and comment on as many as I possibly can. And I'll delete the bad ones. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'll delete the bad ones. Until next time, guys, ride safe and keep her on 2 wheels, baby.